The Little Couple, star Jennifer Arnold. Today, Jen Arnold birthed new baby girl. But sad news, Jen Arnold gave birth to a stillborn baby. I will explain everything. Welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving into a story that's both heartbreaking and deeply inspiring, the latest chapter in the life of Jennifer Arnold, beloved star of The Little Couple. Jennifer and her husband, Bill Klein, have welcomed us into their lives for over a decade, sharing their joys, their struggles, and their unbreakable spirit. But recently, they faced a tragedy that no parent should ever endure: the loss of their newborn baby girl, who was stillborn in August 2025. For those who don't know, The Little Couple premiered on TLC back in 2009, giving us a front row seat to the lives of Jennifer Arnold and Bill Klein, two extraordinary individuals who both have dwarfism. Jennifer is a neonatologist, a doctor who specializes in caring for newborn babies, and Bill is a successful businessman. Together, they've built a life filled with love, laughter, and resilience. We've watched them get married, move to Houston, build their dream home, and become parents to their two adopted children, Will and Zoey. We've also seen them face incredible challenges, like Jennifer's battle with cancer in 2013. Through it all, their positivity and strength have captured the hearts of millions. But on August 15, 2025, everything changed. Jennifer gave birth to a baby girl they named Lily, only to learn that she was stillborn. The news sent shockwaves through their family and their fans, leaving them grieving a loss that words can barely describe. In this video, we're going to walk through their journey from their struggles to build a family, to the unexpected joy of this pregnancy, to the devastating moment that changed their lives forever. We'll also reflect on how they're coping and what their story means for others who faced similar heartbreak. This is a sensitive topic, and our hearts go out to Jennifer, Bill, and their loved ones. Our goal today isn't just to tell their story, but to honor their strength and raise awareness about stillbirth, a loss that affects so many families, yet is often shrouded in silence. So let's begin by looking back at how Jennifer and Bill built the family they have today. Now let's take a step back and look at Jennifer and Bill's journey to parenthood. If you've followed The Little Couple, you know that their path to having a family wasn't easy. Both Jennifer and Bill have skeletal dysplasia, a form of dwarfism that makes pregnancy risky for Jennifer. Early in their marriage, they dreamed of having children, but they knew biological kids might not be an option. Instead of giving up, they explored other ways to grow their family, showing the determination that's defined so much of their lives. Their first attempt was through surrogacy. They found a surrogate and were filled with hope, imagining a little one who might inherit their strength and spirit. But that hope was shattered when the surrogate suffered a miscarriage. Jennifer later shared how crushing that moment was. "We had all these dreams, and then they were just gone. It was a hard pill to swallow, but we knew we had to keep going." Bill echoed her resolve. "We weren't going to let this stop us. We wanted to be parents, no matter what it took." That's when they turned to adoption. In 2013, they welcomed their son, Will, into their lives. Will was adopted from China, and like his parents, he has dwarfism. The moment they met him was pure magic. Jennifer holding this little boy who'd already been through so much, and Bill beaming with pride. Later that same year, they adopted Zoey from India, another beautiful child with dwarfism. Zoey's big eyes and infectious giggle quickly won over everyone, including her big brother Will. Raising Will and Zoey hasn't been without challenges. Jennifer and Bill have been open about the medical needs their kids have, from surgeries to therapies, all while balancing their own careers and health. But they've also shared the joy, family vacations, silly dance parties in the living room, and watching Will and Zoey grow into their own unique selves. Then came 2013, a year that tested them even further. Jennifer was diagnosed with a rare form of cancer, choriocarcinoma, caused by a non-viable pregnancy. She fought through chemotherapy, all while Bill and their new kids stood by her side. It was a dark time, but Jennifer's recovery was a testament to her strength. She later said, "Cancer took a lot from me, but it didn't take my hope. I had Bill, Will, and Zoey, and that was enough to keep me going. By 2025, their family seemed complete. They'd settled into life in Florida, where Jennifer works at a children's hospital and Bill runs his businesses. Fans thought they'd seen the end of their parenthood journey, until Jennifer and Bill surprised everyone with news that would change everything. In February 2025, Jennifer and Bill dropped a bombshell. They were expecting a baby girl. After years of fertility struggles and adoption, this pregnancy came as a shock, not just to their fans, but to them. Jennifer, now 51, had conceived naturally, a miracle they hadn't dared to hope for. They shared the news on Instagram with a photo of Jennifer's tiny bump and Bill holding a pink sign that read, "It's a girl." The caption said, "Our family is growing, and we couldn't be happier. Baby girl, we can't wait to meet you." The announcement sparked an outpouring of love. Fans flooded the comments with messages like, "This is incredible," and "You deserve all the happiness in the world." Will and Zoey were over the moon too. Jennifer later shared a video of them decorating the nursery, while carefully placing stuffed animals in the crib, while Zoey picked out pink curtains. They decided to name her Lily, a name that felt soft and sweet, just like the little girl they imagined. As the months went by, Jennifer documented her pregnancy with care. She saw her doctors regularly, aware of the risks given her age and medical history, but every checkup brought good news. Lily was growing strong. Bill said, "We'd sit there listening to her heartbeat, and it felt like a gift every time." They dreamed of the day they'd bring her home, picturing Will and Zoey as big siblings. On August 15, 2025, Jennifer went into labor. It started like any other day, contractions waking her up early, Bill rushing to grab the hospital bag. They were nervous but excited, holding hands as they drove to the hospital. Jennifer, ever the doctor, stayed calm, breathing through the pain. Bill later said, "She was so strong. I just kept telling her how proud I was." But when Lily was born, the room went silent. There was no cry, no first breath. The doctors worked quickly, their faces tense, but it was too late. "I'm so sorry," the doctor said, his voice breaking. "Your baby didn't make it." Jennifer and Bill clung to each other, tears streaming down their faces as they held their stillborn daughter. She was perfect tiny, with delicate features and a wisp of dark hair, but she was gone. In the days after losing Lily, Jennifer and Bill were enveloped in grief. They held a private funeral, just family and close friends, and planted a tree in their backyard to honor her. Jennifer said, "Lily was ours, even if only for a moment. We'll always love her." Fans sent messages of support, many sharing their own stories of loss. The couple sought counseling, leaning on their faith and each other to navigate the pain. Jennifer and Bill's story is a testament to the strength of the human spirit. Losing Lily broke their hearts, but it didn't break them. They're moving forward, cherishing Will and Zoey, and finding ways to keep Lily's memory alive. Their openness reminds us that stillbirth isn't something to hide. It's a loss that deserves compassion and understanding. More update. The little couple Jen Arnold shares sad death news. And the little couple Jen Arnold publicly apologizes for her failure. And the little couple Jen Arnold shares a special first on Thanksgiving. I will explain everything. Jen Arnold at wit's end over new baby's disgusting behavior. Jennifer Arnold, star of The Little Couple, recently had an argument with a member of her family. This upset Bill Klein's TLC wife, so she vented her frustrations online. Then, what transpired in this case? Jen Arnold officially welcomed a new furry family member into the mix in April of 2023, when she headed to social media to announce the news. In 2022, Jen, Bill, Will, and Zoey had to bid farewell to Rocky, their other family member. This news came after their loss. Following a period of mourning for Rocky's passing, the entire Little Couple family was prepared to embrace a new addition. In the time after, they expanded their family by one more member, and Maggie gained a new sibling as well. Fans are delighted to see that they were able to provide a loving home for the new puppy, even though it doesn't alleviate the sadness of Rocky's death. Every dog owner knows that life isn't all peaches and rainbows. Dogs are prone to mischief and often get themselves into sticky situations. It would appear that this occurred not long ago, and Jen Arnold was left with little alternative but to embrace it. In a brief social media clip, Jennifer Arnold informed her followers of the little couple that the dog ate its own excrement as she was preparing dinner. Jen Arnold, who was clearly defeated, could do nothing but raise her glass of wine and roll her eyes, which was hilarious. This is definitely a common occurrence with pets. In most households, if there is a cat, the dog will also scavenge the litter box. It appears that many pet owners encounter this problem, according to the comments section of Jen Arnold's most recent update. While this may seem like a little matter in the grand scheme of things, many pet owners find it to be disgusting behavior. Many commenters offered advice on how to train Jen Arnold's dog to behave appropriately. The good news is that Jen now has fresh tips to experiment with, courtesy of the fans of the little couple. An admirer of the little couple shared, "Mine did the same thing. At the vet's recommendation, I sprinkled Adolph's meat tenderizer over the meal. It works. Incorporate pumpkin or pineapple into their meals," another person said. You can buy a vitamin to help them avoid engaging in such disgusting behavior as well. From the look on her face, Jen Arnold is clearly not a fan of her dog's habit. However, she now has some fresh ideas to discourage her dog from engaging in this behavior, all because of her followers. The little couple, Jen Arnold shares sad death news. The little couple star Jen Arnold has been through a great deal in her life. She recently marked 10 years since her final cancer treatment. Because of the wide range of feelings it evoked in her, she broke some devastating news to her followers about a death that was very personal to her. Jennifer Arnold has gone through a lot recently, as longtime fans of the little couple know. It had been 10 years since her last round of chemotherapy, and she just marked the occasion. Longtime fans of hers will recall the terrifying ordeal she endured while battling cancer on TLC. But now she proudly wears the badge of a cancer survivor and enjoys a cancer-free life. The past decade has certainly given Jen Arnold plenty of opportunity for introspection. In addition, she expressed her gratitude to her followers for the life and love in her life. A great deal of tragedy has befallen the little couple family in the past few years. Rocky, their cherished pet, passed away in 2022. Rocky was a part of the family that owned the pet store Rocky and Maggie's, which was founded by Jen Arnold and Bill Klein. Rocky finally crossed over the Rainbow Bridge after a long and difficult fight and careful care. His family was understandably devastated. Tragically, just 2 weeks after Rocky passed away, their other beloved pet, Maggie, ended up in the hospital. Fortunately, Maggie managed to recover. Judy Arnold, Jen Arnold's mother, was even the victim of an internet death rumor. Many fans of Jen Arnold's work on the little couple sent their sympathies to her. Thankfully, she went on to explain that her mother's supposed death was all part of a hack and that she was indeed alive. Fans of the little couple were stung hard by another heartbreaking update that Jen Arnold shared with them recently. As it turns out, 91-year-old broadcast legend Charles Ozgood died on January 23. The Arnold/Klein household relied heavily on his program, and Jen is grieving his passing. "Our mornings were Sundays spent with Charles Ozgood," she reportedly told Jen Arnold. Breakfast and feel-good stories were a chance for Jen and Bill to unwind. "It was our 90 minutes of serene escape from the chaos of parenting and work." Jen continued, "Rip Charlie. It seems like Charles Ozgood was also a problem for many viewers of the little couple." "What a wonderful man," one commenter gushed. "A part of us will miss him. Just wanted to mention that I stopped watching the show when he retired." The little couple Jen Arnold publicly apologizes for her failure. Former little couple member Jen Arnold has recently come clean about a holiday gaffe. So, what on earth could that be? Indeed, it begins around Thanksgiving and continues all the way until the new year. Not only that, but she unveiled an absolutely breathtaking Thanksgiving backdrop this year. And let me tell you, Christmas was no picnic. Since viewers of The Little Couple on TLC last saw Will and Zoey, the kids had matured considerably. They might thus celebrate the holiday season with other grown-ups. The end-of-the-year party was going to be a major bash, according to Bill Klein. The addition of co-workers, relatives, and friends made for a truly joyous occasion. Jen Arnold shared photographs from the shoot on social media and helped with the set. Clearly, she went to great lengths to guarantee success. Since there was a tasty meal and a selection of drinks, it wasn't a bust. Even while fans didn't get to spend much time with their loved ones on Christmas, that was likely also carefully planned. A snapshot of the children playing on the sand dunes gave the impression that they liked spending time outside. Her post-New Year's Instagram and TikTok videos, the famed doctor admitted her shortcomings while being little mischievous. Have a joyful New Year if you have received Christmas cards from us in the past, but haven't received one this year. I wanted to let you know that we care. The simple explanation is that I didn't make any holiday cards this year. Merry Christmas, joyous holidays, wonderful Hanukkah, and Happy New Year. Another year of chaos has passed. Wishing all a pleasant Christmas season to all. Apologies, but I skipped making holiday cards this year. That was quite a year for the Little Coupe actress. For professional reasons, Jen Arnold traveled to Spain, and Bill Klein accompanied her. On top of that, she was there for her husband when he took a comedy class and even performed live. She also made sure to spend time with her kids and observe what they were up to. As viewers of TLC know, she is constantly challenged in her role as a medical simulation specialist. She is well regarded by her colleagues for her exceptional performance in this role. Those who helped her along the way as she learned the ropes of medicine feel the same way. She accepted an invitation to deliver the graduating address at the University of Miami in 2023. The star of The Little Couple may be able to win over her fans who were disappointed that they never received a Christmas card. After Jen Arnold admitted she didn't send out Christmas cards this year. What are your feelings on the matter? Use the space below to inform us. Bill Klein shares a blowout party with family pics. Bill Klein recently shared some heartwarming images of his time with loved ones, including family, friends, and coworkers, and announced his plans to host a large celebration. The Little Couple actor, who is also somewhat of a comic, made jokes and sounded really grouchy. Ex-TLC star's announcement of a huge New Year's Eve bash was well received by viewers. Even though there were a lot of alcoholic beverages served, the event was massive in scale and attendance. Not to mention how appetizing the Seven Fishes feast sounded. The news that their two adopted children, Zoey and Will, would be attending was also well received by his numerous admirers. But definitely not while intoxicated. Bill Klein's wife, Jen Arnold, followed suit when he tweeted about his enormous party. The images she uploaded were even more stunning than her Thanksgiving spread from the previous month. Actually, Jen's family couldn't attend, so they scaled down the party. Nevertheless, they managed to connect with a few individuals they know. The Christmas Eve celebration, nevertheless, more than compensated. Although the party decorations captured by Jen Arnold were stunning, the pictures provided by the patriarch of The Little Couple were even cuter. Will leaned lovingly into his father's back in the Instagram snapshot he shared with the two kids. Zoey, meanwhile, leaned in for a selfie as well. And then there was the photo of Jen Arnold, the comfortable and happy mom. There would be no more fun jokes from Bill Klein in his caption. So much for enjoying oneself and making happy memories with loved ones. This is completely absurd. Laughing at how no fun was allowed. TLC fans adored the photographs. Some of them have even claimed to be favorites of the Little Couple's family. Your family is an inspiration, and I pray that you all have many more days like this. And we appreciate you letting us in too. Bill, I hope you have a wonderful new year. You are all greatly missed. Wishing you a fantastic year ahead to you and your loved ones with all my love. But you two are quite skilled at it. Take care and remain warm. I love and miss you all. Beautiful. Please accept my warmest wishes for the next year. The little couple, Jen Arnold, shares a special first on Thanksgiving. Dr. Jen Arnold, Bill Klein, and the kids are experiencing some changes this year due to the little couple family's transfer to Boston. Even though they're not as little as they were when they were little, their mom was set on making Thanksgiving extra memorable for them. Thanksgiving festivities this year will be graced with an abundance of loved ones. Jen Arnold and Bill used to make the annual pilgrimage to New York to visit extended family. Boston was also the site of gatherings for their loved ones on other occasions. This week, word got out that the Klein family will be spending Thanksgiving in Boston for the first time ever, and they won't be leaving. There was no actual death in the little couple family. Please do not be alarmed that Jen's mother is being mourned. The TLC actress admitted to having been hacked in her Thanksgiving post. It seems her mom is doing fine in Florida. Though Zoey and Will's grandma will be there, the Klein family will not. Though I bet they had a blast in Boston nevertheless. A video was posted to Instagram by Will and Zoey's mother on Thursday. There was a scene where she was making the turkey butter. She asked Bill Klein for instruction on how to pick the herb parts off the woody stem, and he helped her out. After seeing what appeared to be a nice family scene, viewers poured in their Thanksgiving greetings. Some viewers of TLC thought it was fine to keep the stems because of their woody nature. While some liked Jen's method of carefully removing each piece, others preferred a different approach. Jen Arnold updated her fans of the little couple with further details and shared the breathtaking location of their Thanksgiving feast in her second post. Putting the Thanksgiving table in Boston for the first time was her caption. I am grateful for the opportunity to have New York family and Boston friends join us tomorrow, even though I miss my family in Charlotte and Florida. Wishing the kitchen is just as entertaining as the decor. Responses from TLC viewers came fast. Lovely setting for a memorable meal. You are an asset to Massachusetts. Adorable, and I adore lobsters. I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Appreciate the crabs atop the wall. Every detail matters. What a beautiful tablescape. Wishing you and your loved ones a great Thanksgiving. The table is just gorgeous. Sending best wishes for Thanksgiving. How thoughtful were Dr. Jen Arnold and Billy Klein in planning their Thanksgiving celebration? Was the breathtaking scenery not enough? No more today. What are you thinking about this gossip today? Let us know in the comments and stay tuned by subscribing to our channel to get more updates like this. Thank you.